Is loading in 5, 4, 3, 2.
You see the drip, yeah, I fit it up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I fit it up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody's here. We can all see each other and hear each other.
yeah,
Yes, yes. I
that's
see
like
we have a few
So, how y'all
viewers.
doing?
Good.
good. Doing good on this good Tuesday. Got a lot of work done today. Got a little rest in today, and now it's time for the tea. How you doing?
If you're watching, say hi to us in the chat because I see we have viewers, but I can't see who's watching. So just say hi. Let us know. Say what's up.
Hey y'all. How was your Tuesday, Jazz?
Good.
I'm shared.
Trying to remember what I did today.
You know-
I can't even remember that today's Tuesday. It was a long weekend.
I
Like,
know,
I
right?
messed up.
Yeah, I thought today was Monday too.
Is Kenyatta frozen or is that just me?
Uh, Maybe she is frozen. I thought she was just holding that smile for us. Kenyatta, come back.
All right, I guess she'll come back in.
Yeah, she'll come back in. Sorry, guys.
All right, I gotta just change my settings so I can see her when she comes back. All right, well, we'll get started. Kenyatta will be back with us. Some technical difficulties. We are live, so you never know with the live internet. Don't like to act right all the time.
Exactly.
This is the Credit Tea. I am Jasmine.
And our girl Kenyatta, she'll be back, y'all.
We'll be back. And so today we're just going to chat about collections and what we do when we get together. We get together every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock and we just have some talks about popular things that come up in the credit repair industry and things that are happening with credit, just things people might not know about. We want to try to give some information and we want to have fun. We be having our tea, but our tea is like liquor.
Definitely have mine today.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking, what should I call it today? This is one of the drinks that we specialize, like a specialty drink that we have with with my bartending company, and it's like vodka, Malibu, little strawberry, pineapple juice. It's very good.
I be forgetting you're a bartender. That's why you be having all these nice little cute drinks all the time.
Yeah.
And I be all basic with my vodka soda.
Yes. So this is a Credit Tea Tuesday.
You need to start like telling everybody like having it ready so people every Tuesday people are gonna get a new drink too. You're gonna get some tea and you're gonna get a new mixed drink.
Exactly. Yes, I'm definitely gonna start doing that. Not just put everything back up, but yes, it's awesome. It tastes so good. I'll drop the recipe maybe in the comments.
Yes. Where else can you get that?
Right. Kenyatta, welcome back.
Hey, y'all. Sorry. I don't know what happened. It just kicked me completely out. But now I'm back.
Exactly. Imagine when they do live TV and that kind of stuff happens. At least we just Facebook Live, so we can always get you back, my girl.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Jazz, what are you drinking? I missed it.
I'm drinking actually the Tito's. You said it was Tito's that's
Gluten free.
gluten free, right?
Yes.
I had Tito's. After you said that last week, I was like, I'm gonna make sure I have Tito's and soda because I'm trying to like not use so many calories.
I got it. At least you don't want the calories in your alcohol. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. What about you, Kenyatta? What you
Yeah.
drink?
Y'all already know. Look, let me bring ya tea.
Drinking the real tea.
I gotta have my hot tea at night. It helps calm me down from the busy day that we all experience. That tea just sits right there. So yes, maybe next week I'll change it.
Don't. You had Bacardi one week. Don't worry. I remember.
Yes,
She's
I
like
did.
every other week. Like she'll do tea one week, the next week she does like alcohol.
Yes.
And then I
It
think
has to be in moderation for me.
not for me.
Oh, guys, guess what? It's the contest day.
It's what?
Contest day.
Oh yes. Okay, let's talk about
Oh.
that. Okay, so we have a contest going on right now. So if you're watching this, and what were the rules? Share the post, share this live, tag 3 friends, or was it 2 friends?
3 friends.
Tag 3 friends and follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we're gonna pick one person to win $75. So that's just an easy money right there.
It's very easy money, and you have to be on this live.
You have to be on this live. So say hi. Let us know you've entered in the contest so we know to look for those 3 things. And we're going to try to, I guess, we'll either announce it at the end of the show or we'll come back in the comments or we'll just do another special live, but we'll announce the winner somehow. We got to figure that out because it might take some time to figure out how, who did all the things.
Exactly. Make sure who did all the work. But today we're going to talk about collections, y'all.
Kenyatta's in the sunken place again, so I think she got kicked out.
Kenyatta. Oh, my poor girl.
So, all right, let's get into some information about collections. Let me, I got it. When that happens, I got to change my screen settings so I can let her back in. All right. But, all right, so let's get into some tea. Shayna, what do you want to share with us? You want to get started?
Well, yeah, basically, just what is a collection? You always want to start off with, just that basic information. So, it's basically when the original creditor, sells that debt to a collection agency. It could be, a major name company. We normally don't drop any names, but let's say it's a big phone corporation and now that has gone into a collection status and they sell it over to 123 debt collection. So they basically sold your debt to someone else to try to collect those funds. Do you agree, Jazz?
Yes. So okay. Collections. Oh gosh, there's so much to talk about collections.
It is.
I tried bringing her in through Facebook. I don't know if she's going to try to come back in or not, but I think she's watching, but Kenyatta, just come back in. I'll let you back in. Basically, one of the main things I like to express about collections is that when your debt is sold to a collector, 9 times out of 10, that debt could have potentially been sold to multiple collectors, because the way it works is companies, they just put your information on a spreadsheet and people just come in and just pick what they want. And then whoever gets it wins. So sometimes you could have 2-3 different collection agencies coming after you for the same debt. And if you're not careful, not paying attention, you could wind up paying that same debt more than once.
Yep.
So a lot of times you'll hear people say never pay collections, but we want to give some context behind that. It's not that you don't want to pay collections. It's that the nature of a collections on your credit report, once it gets to that level, you want to make sure you're strategic about how you address it. Number one, you need to make sure that collections is verified, and that you still owe that collections, and they have all the legal information that they need to have in order for you to pay that collections, because like we said before, you could be paying the same debt over and over again. So that's number one. Number two, you don't want to pay a collections unless you get a pay per deletion letter, because if you pay a collections and it's still on your credit report, that's not necessarily going to help your credit.
Right. And they don't have, just because you paid it, they do not have to remove it. They can just simply update it and say, hey, she paid it. And it can still be there reflecting negatively. Exactly.
And a lot of them do now. Have you noticed that? A lot of them are like, they're not bothered. They're not taking extra steps. They don't care no more. They got their money. That's your problem. It's on your
they paid as agreed.
Right.
Paid it. Still there.
And that still brings down your credit score. So you think you're doing the right thing, and we get it. You're trying to take care of this stuff. You think you're doing the right thing by paying those collections, but then it doesn't really help you if you're not doing it strategically. So you want to make sure you get a pay per delete letter. A lot of collections companies are kind of acting like they don't want to give those pay per delete letters. So that's why you want to verify it first. So you want to contact the collection agency and let them know that you're only going to deal with them in writing, and they need to send you your full account number, your signed contract. You know this one. Yeah. Go ahead, spill it off. Let them know.
They need to give you, your full contract, your assigned agreement that you agreed to pay this debt. The burden on proof to prove that debt is not up to you is actually up to that company. So that's not for you to stress about, or whether it is, whether it isn't. We're definitely not, attorneys are trying to tell you to be deceitful in any type of way, but the burden of proof is on them. So before you pay those collections, you definitely want to ask them to, validate this debt. How is this debt my debt? You need to prove to me that this is my debt. That's how I feel about it.
Right. And that you still owe that debt. I've seen people pay the same debt over and over. I think I have, actually.
Because what they'll do is, they'll, for example, when you're in the credit repair process, it could be removed off through this one collection agency, ABC, we got it deleted. But it can be resold. And that new company can put it back, and that's legal. They can put it back, the new company could, once they sell it if it goes from ABC collection to 123 collection, 123 can put it right back on the report, and you would have to start the dispute process again. So that's how sometimes you can pay that same debt more than one time. And then two, Jazz, another big thing is, when they call you on the phone, a lot of people don't know. When they call you on the phone and they're like, hey, is this Shayna? And you're like, yes. Is your address? Yes. You're helping them validate the debt. You're helping them, put that, you're providing them all of your information. For me, when they call me and they say, is this Shayna? I'll be like, how can I help you? And they look for a yes. Is your social security number? I was like, no. It was like,
don't even say yes. If someone doesn't know who they're calling, then it ain't right.
Yeah, contact me in writing. If you know who this is, just I don't know who you're talking to. Don't talk.
And I know, like, some people, like, for me, I have kids in school, so I can't just bang it on someone if they call me and say, is this Jasmine? So if someone calls me and says, is this Jasmine? I say, who is this? And they got to tell you who they are. I did not confirm who I'm Jasmine, but right. I want to know who I'm talking to before I say, yes, this is Jasmine. Who is this first? And then if they say some collection company, she doesn't discuss anything over the phone, send it in the mail. And I still don't confirm. I'm still not going to say I don't talk and she doesn't. So I'm still not saying this is Jasmine. So send it in the mail, goodbye. Send information in the mail, goodbye. That's it. And get off the phone with them. Because the minute you confirm this is Jasmine, you've agreed to that debt, that contract with the collection company. And that's how they get you.
And they'll go ahead and restart that debt all over again. It wakes up so much different things when you speak to them over the phone. So you never want to do that.
Exactly.
Never want to do that. Tell them to contact you in writing.
Kenyatta's back.
Hey, Kenyatta.
Get your nuggets in before the internet goes out on you again.
I'm tired already from popping in and out. Listen, you guys have probably already covered a lot because I was trying to listen as I'm trying to get back in. But you're right. Never confirm a debt over the phone. Don't confirm your identity. Number one, we should not be confirming any debt or any identity questions over the phone. That's number one. I don't care if it's a collection agency, the bank, whoever. It's so many scams going around and people are losing money because it says Chase Bank. It really looks legit from Chase Bank. And they're asking you for your account number, last four, mother's maiden name, all your security questions. Do not answer it over the phone. If anything, hang up. You call the bank, because that happened to me. Someone was trying to log into my online banking, and I got an alert with my email stating, hey, somebody's logging in. Did you approve this? Absolutely not. I called the bank immediately, like, what's going on? So that's number one. Do not do that. I don't care who they say they are. call whoever you're trying to get a hold of and ask the questions that way. Another thing is, once you start any type of credit repair program or start doing credit yourself, I believe it really wakes up the sleeping giants, as they say, because everybody and their mama is putting stuff on your credit now. The timers are going. It gets crazy, right? So that's number one. People who from 8 years ago, you're like, what? I don't even remember having that debt. But all of a sudden now they want to pop it on your credit. So that's number two. And then you have to remember when that happens, right? So you're thinking, I'm going to go ahead and dispute it, right? You're going to dispute it or have whoever you're working with dispute it, okay? And once that happens, what will happen is that person or that company will get it deleted off. And right before it's getting deleted off, they will sell it to ABC at Walmart. And then Walmart, all of a sudden, bam, you got a newer collection that's added. And you're like, what? But this is the same amount. Same people who are saying that I owe the debt. I don't owe the debt. We already got it deleted with GHI, but this is ABC. This is a totally different company. So yes, it happens. You need to talk with your credit repair specialist, and really get the credit tea of what's going on. It is out there, and people are screaming like, oh no, they don't know what they're doing. This thing has come back 50 times. It's a totally different company. And guess what? It's legal. It's legal. They wait till the exact minute that the time frame has ended and they sell the debt to another company. That's what's going on. This is why we're here, to give you guys a little, tips and secrets of the whole credit world. This is why we are giving you the credit tea about the companies. I had it happen to me 3 times. 3 times. They sold it to 3 different companies. Now, the sad part is each time it hit my credit profile, I dropped 75 points.
Oh.
Imagine, I would probably be like at an 850 right now if they weren't with the shenanigans of reselling the debt over and over and over. So that's the thing. And then my last point is, and I'm pretty sure you guys have covered it, is be careful when you're paying these debts. As one of you guys stated, make sure you do a pay to delete letter. And you got to remember, just because you're thinking you're going to pay it off, you're thinking your score is going to go higher. But you got to remember, when they first reported that debt, what scoring system was it on? Was it on a Vantage 3.0 or 4.0 scoring system? Or was it on a FICO 8 or 9 scoring system? Each of them hit differently. Each of them weigh differently when it comes to your credit score. So that is my biggest thing. You got to really, really know what you're doing, because you can pay off $5,000 in debt and your credit score may only go up 2 points. Mm-hmm. You could pay off, $25 in debt and your score shoots up 75 points. I've seen it all. We've all seen it all. So it just depends on how heavy that collection is weighing on your credit report.
And then the other thing is, especially if you're already in a credit repair process, once you pay a collection, this is where it gets tricky. Damn, I got hair in my mouth. Sorry. This is where it gets tricky. Once you pay a collections, you validated that negative account. You validated it.
Yep.
So the whole point of credit repair is forcing the bureaus and the companies to validate your accounts and to say that this is yours. But when you pay it, you say, I acknowledge this is my debt and I'm paying it. So now you've acknowledged it and it's sitting on your credit report and it's saying this was in collections and has been satisfied, and it's still bringing your score down. That becomes one of the most difficult items to dispute on a credit report. Mm-hmm. So that is why you will hear people say never pay an item on collections in your report, in your credit report. I mean, the full story behind it is we're not saying not to take care of your debt, but follow the steps, follow the process, take care of yourself legally, so that if you are going to pay your collections, that now it will be removed from your credit report, because once you pay it, you said it's mine, it can stay there. They don't have to take it off, and it can continue to bring your score down.
Yep, and
Right.
you can catch it before most collections even hit your credit report. They send you notices in the mail before they even get to your report, and that can also be your opportunity to do a pay per delete at that time if you want to go ahead and take care of it. Sometimes before it even hits your credit, they'll offer you to settle or take a portion of that amount, and you just pay that amount and it'll be settled and it won't make it to your credit report. So those are things that you have to think about before you just toss the mail. Oh, it's another bill. Sometimes you have to communicate with those creditors in that form. You know, this is your debt, and I'm talking before it is on your credit report. It hasn't even got. They're just basically reaching out to you via mail, the creditor themselves, before they put it in collections. And some people do give you the opportunity to kind of set it right before they kill your credit.
Don't be afraid of your mail. Open your mail. I used to be so my mail. I would just throw it away because I was like, ain't no good coming here. So don't ignore your mail. Don't be afraid of your mail, because you could take care of these things so it doesn't become a bigger problem. Because when you just ignore it, it's going to become a bigger problem. Once it hits your credit report, then it's difficult. But when they're just writing you and trying to, get the money or whatever, it's not as hard. There are ways you could write them back before even paying and saying, how is this mine? Give me, Shayna, the list again. Give the list again.
Which list? Wait, what?
What do you say? What does the letter say when you get the letter in the mail about your collections? You want the account number?
Yeah, you want the
signed agreement.
Give you a full account. They need to give you a signed agreement. They need to validate. They need to provide you with the information that is stating that you agreed to this debt. This is your debt. If they can't provide you with that information, and most of the times when it is sold over and over and over, those collection agencies do not have
that. They don't have it.
Right.
Nope.
Because
especially if it's not with the original creditor, the original person that that you got the loan or whatever with, or you started the account with. If it's not, most of the time they don't have those contracts, that full account number, because they purchased it for pennies on the dollar. So they only got bits and pieces of the information. They don't have everything. So that's a good way that, you're able to challenge them in that way as well, those collection agencies, and try to get some deletions and get it removed.
A lot of times once you send them that letter, they just leave you alone.
They be like, all right, child.
And here's another thing. When we have debt, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Just pay your debt. Just make a payment arrangement before it gets ugly. We do have the calm before the storm. When they're sending you those letters, like, don't be like Jazz and throw away your mail. Open it up.
Hold on. The old Jasmine.
Right, not the new Jasmine, the old Jasmine.
Credit is back in the day. Yes, don't be like the old.
Yeah, right. Open up the letter. And guess what? I've made payment arrangements for like $25 a month. Mm-hmm. They just want something. They don't want to send it out, like Shayna said, to a collection agency to collect it, because they lose money. They lose a lot of money. So they'd rather take your little $25 a month for how many ever years to pay this debt off. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Make sure you get that agreement. When you're agreeing to pay the debt, make sure you get an agreement that they're going to delete it from your credit report if it's on there, if it's on your credit report.
That's the best way to do it, because you do not want them to just update that, hey, she paid it, but she still had a collection on her account.
All right, we have some viewers. Let's just acknowledge the viewers for a little minute. I see Yvette. Hey, Yvette. I see if there are other viewers on here, I don't see them if you don't comment. But Yvette has a question. She said, I received a text saying I have 6 things negative on my credit report. I'm looking confused because I don't know where it's coming from. But when I finish with my dad's funeral, I'm going to look into it. Oh, okay. I guess when you finish, then
Yeah, because
The question.
to send it via text message is kind of strange.
Receive a text. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, what did she say was on the text?
Receive a text saying I have six negative things on my credit.
Yeah, it sounds like it could have been. She could have signed up for text alerts with one of the monitoring apps, and something could have just hit in there sending her the notification. That's what it sounds like it could be. You know what I mean? You know how you sign up for those monitoring apps? She probably set up for text alerts.
Yeah.
Could have just, hit the account.
And you have to look into it.
Yeah.
And remember, right now you can always pull up your full credit report on annualcreditreport.com. All 3 credit bureaus.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know what's on your credit report, like now is the time, like literally now is the right time to fix your credit, because like it's easier for you because there's so many tools to help you. Usually you can only get your credit report once a year on annual credit report. But right now you can get your credit report once a week.
Yeah, like 7 days, like once a week you can go in and pull it. Maybe we should put the link in the comments.
Yeah, we could put the link in the comments. Go on annual credit report. That's the best way to start, because you can get on there, see what's on your credit. If things aren't looking right, or you see you have late payments, you can start with a late payment removal, a courtesy hardship letter to the creditor. You can start there. Everything doesn't have to start with going to credit repair and spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
It all starts with knowing what's on your credit report.
You can even start with, as she said, looking at your credit report and you see, hey, my name isn't spelled like this. My date of birth is off one day. I don't live at this address. Or you can just simply send them a letter stating, hey, this is not my information. My current address is this. The spelling of my name is this. And that's it. They have to put in, submit your proof of address, your proof of identity, and mail it off to all 3 credit bureaus so that way they can update that personal information. That could be tied to old accounts, incorrect accounts. You can start there as well.
Yes. Hi, Christine. I see Christine made a comment, the eyeballs. If you guys have any questions, drop your questions. We were just talking about collections. We do, I'm just going to talk about the contest again, because we might have some new people watching. We do have a contest going on right now. If you share this live, tag 3 people and follow our YouTube channel, you will enter to win $75. And I'm just going to say and be real, we don't have a lot of people watching. So the odds are really in your favor. Not gonna be that hard. But Christine has a question. Okay, she said, I definitely throw my mail out and validate myself on the phone before I hang up on them. Good information on how to handle them. Yes, that's what we're here. We want to give you guys the right stuff, because trust me, we have all made some of these mistakes.
Exactly. I was sitting on the phone. Yeah, I'm Shayna, and this is my birthday, and
right. Here's my credit card number, my social, my driver's license.
Once I found out what I was doing, I told them, like, no, that's not my address, my correct address. I laid it all out. And when I realized that was a no-no, I was like, oh my goodness, like, why didn't somebody tell me this? So that's why we're here each and every Tuesday with the Credit Tea, because we're going to try to give you the information in the game that nobody gave to us. We had to figure it out. We had to get it the hard way, figure it out, go through those ups and downs, credit up, credit down.
Yeah.
Because I let my utilization get too high the other week, girl, and I lost 24 points. I like to feign it, okay?
Oh my gosh.
I like to feign it.
What happened?
I let my utilization get too high and it reported. I didn't watch my days, and
oh yeah, I recently just did that too.
Yeah, and I lost like 24 points, but you would have thought I was so bad. Like,
you was hurt. You was hurt over them 24 points.
I'm looking at it like 24 points.
You just be so mad because now you have to wait another 30 days. The good thing about utilization is you can correct it. It'll be corrected on your next.
Yeah, the thing about it doesn't carry over. You have another month to get it right.
Yeah, but then because we gotta have to look at that lower score for 30 days, so you'd be so mad, like, oh,
dang. Look, that could have been another increase of 24 points, let alone, taking it back. But, you know, it's a learning process. Credit repair it can be tough on you. You got to be ready.
Yes.
Because it is back and forth. But I am ready to get the rest of this week started. This live was fun with you ladies. Did we have any more questions? I don't see any.
No, Christina's saying she definitely did those mistakes. Once she knew it was a creditor, she hung up. Yeah, but from now on, now you know not to even verify that it's you.
Right.
And tell them, send it in writing.
And I even remember as a child, my mom would get these bill collector calls and she would be like, hello. And I never understood. I never understood why she would do that. And they'd be like, hello, is this Denise? She'd be like, no. But it makes sense now. So I picked that game.
I have a kid voice, so that kind of worked for me for a long time because they always say, can you put your mom on the phone? And then I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
who is this? So that worked for me because people call me and they're like, can you put your mom on the phone? Because of my voice. But
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, she will always turn into my
hello.
Game. Hello, no. And I should have been doing that with her. Same thing she was doing.
Well, ladies, I don't see any more questions on the in the chat, so we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna put the outro video. If you catch live on a replay, not during the live, hit #replay. You can still enter the contest, and then we're gonna announce a winner. Maybe we'll just come live and do a winner announcement, or we will inbox you. But if you win, we will contact you. So definitely share, tag a couple people, follow us on YouTube at The Credit Tea. And if you have any questions watching this in the replay, feel free to drop them in the chat and we will answer your questions.
Yes. And if you have any topics that you want us to discuss or anything you personally need more information on or a clearer understanding on, drop that in the comments as well so we can add that to the next episode. And it was my pleasure. And I'm Shayna.
Yes. Thank you, Shayna. I'm Kenyatta. Good night. Remember, pay our bills so you won't have a collection.
Exactly. We're going to go with the intro out.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up.